Okay, let's just talk about the duels and how much they sucked. Like that was like the most boring snooze. That was like just the snooziest fest I've ever. Just it's just not good. I didn't even bother watching because one, I was at work, and two, from what I like gathered and listened to and saw what people were saying, like I'm glad I didn't watch because I hate when like the leader it always gets dragged up to the top and it just goes single file like for majority of the race until like the last few laps. Like oh, now we'll try to race. Um, especially with okay, let me say something. Chevys suck at working together at Daytona. I'm just gonna say that now because they do. Like Fords work well together, Toyotas work well together. Like they just click when it comes to race time and practice and whatever. Chevys will do some practice here and there in practice, like drafting and whatnot. But when it comes to the actual race, they bail on each other. Like, don't you guys want to actually try to win the race or do something productive? Like beating these Fords? Like, the Fords have always been dominant at the restrictor plates tracks. Like, I just. Like, Chase made a comment about, like, the single file crap they did last night, and he's like, he like mentioned to the fans, like, these fans want to see, like, this is like my interpretation of what he said. Like, fans want to see, these good fans want to see racing and get their money's worth. But you get like something about a penalty of when you move out of line in a 40 car pack instead of 20, you get it's like a bigger penalty because you'll drop back and then you have to find a place to back in line, and that's gonna be it for God knows how long. Um, and he was the only one to go out of line and make a pass. Like he made like one pass, like without any help, and he tried it again. And even with like Chevys in the field, no one was helping. No one was helping him. Like they just leave him out to dry, which I don't understand what it is. Ever since his rookie year, they always leave him out to dry. It makes zero sense. Like people, I feel like he's the only true racer that's wanting to race in this goddamn race. It's like if the Daytona 500 is gonna be like this, then why bother watching? What's the point if you're just gonna watch single file shit for 400 something laps or miles, and then go double or triple wide on the last two and call it a day? Like, I want to see some real racing, not, oh, let's go up to the high side and single file it until we have to move out and make some moves. Like last year's 500 was good. That was a great race. Double file, passing, everything. We had wrecks as usual, but like we had double file going to the end, and that was great. And she's just like, why bother doing any of this if you can't run, like actually run the race? Like, no one wants to see the single file crap and think that's not racing. He was the only one to pull out of line to do something with zero help. And when he made an attempt, he fell right back to where he was. Now with like Team Penske had two drivers in Duel 2, which Logano won. Forwards took over both duels. And let me sidetrack for a minute. Talk about Ford. I'm sick of freaking hearing already. Menard, no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit about Menard. I clearly don't. I'm sick of hearing it. People keep saying, oh, he should have won the clash. It was stolen from him. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shut the freak up. It wasn't stolen from him. He shouldn't have won it. It doesn't matter. He should have, would have, could have, but he did it. He did a terrible job at blocking, wrecked himself, end of story. Stop acting like I'm getting sick of these little underdog stories and like the history of the sport when it like the um just the wind the stories for like the 21 car Wood Brothers. That's the history of the sport. They're like the oldest team out there. That's like the only reason they keep talking about it is because the 21 cars up front. Oh, okay, but we don't need to be beating a dead horse this much over a driver who's what won one time, maybe one time his entire career, but one has he even won? I don't even know. It's these because these drivers like these analysts think he's such a big deal when he's not. So everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go for Menard because he's fast." I'm like, he's only fast because he's in a Ford. It has nothing to do with the 21 car. It's just because he's in a Ford. Um, but anyway, shut up about Menard. I'm gonna go back to the Clash. Not the Clash, the Duels. Like when cars try to get a run and go to the bottom and try to make a pass, get going. Like Jimmie did this during the Clash before the whole wreck happened. He like pulled back on Kurt Snow's another Chevy and got a launch. He went down to the bottom to go around side draft. Longo did the same thing with his teammate Blaney. Fell back a little bit, got a run, and went down. Boom! They both got that huge run and got the lead and won. So when he finished sixth, his teammate won. It's like, why can't the Chevys work together like that? It's like if we had that opportunity, we one of the Chevys would have won, and we would have had Chevy, then Ford Chevy in the first two rows. I would have rather had Chevy. But screwed the pooch on that one, and people suck at racing at this point. It was all about, let's protect our car. Yeah, but at least attempt to go win the race and stop leaving cars out hung out to dry just because you have pity. Crap. Ugh, I'm just so fed up. And especially with, okay, I can't even go on my Facebook anymore and enjoy it because every single post is about Jimmie. Like, I love Jimmie, but people need to shut the hell up and stop comparing him to Stenhouse and stop making these stupid freaking memes that are supposed to be funny, but they're not. Making fun of him. Thinking like all he does is wreck people and this and that. I'm like, I'm sorry. Did we forget that we were racing and not worried about feelings of other drivers? Boo hoo. Kyle Busch wrecked. Welcome to Daytona. He wrecks all the time at Daytona. Have you not real? He wrecks pretty much every single year at Daytona, except for the year his teammate won, where he finished what, third? To his, like, come on. Of course, it's like all Jimmie's fault for everything. If he's not, even if he's not involved, it's Jimmie's fault. And just like with Chase, if he's on the in the track or not even at the track at all, it's always Chase's fault for some goddamn reason. So I just had to get it out of the way because I'm sick of Chevys not working together. But they work together during practice today, which made zero sense to me. But they can't do it during the race. And yeah. But now that my Todd get lynched, back onto a positive note. Trucks are running tonight. First race of the season for the trucks at Daytona. About to watch qualifying here soon for the trucks and got my Todd shirt on. Going for the KBM trucks tonight. Todd, Harrison Burton. I got my Noah hat on but that's for tomorrow. He's in Xfinity, and Chase is running Xfinity this weekend, which is awesome. And the number 8 Chevy, so that's cool. Double duty action. Um, Noah was second in final practice. I believe it was final practice for the Xfinity cars. They qualify tomorrow morning, I believe, and they race in the afternoon, like late morning, like early afternoon. Which I get to watch both these races, and without a problem. Then I go to work tomorrow night, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, all closing. um, Sunday I can't really watch the entire Daytona 500 because I'll be at work. So I'm gonna turn all my notifications off to like everything, so I don't know who wins the race, what happens, whatever. Like I'll watch like a maybe a third of the race, but other than that, I'll at least get like 20-30 laps in. But other than that, I hate missing the biggest race of the season because of work. I work 2 long days in a row, both closing, and I'm so tired. I can't wait to go to Vegas and just not worry about work for a hot minute. Have some drinks. Ugh. Your girl is tired. As you can tell, I got like major bags under my eyeballs. It's my only other day off except Tuesday. Tuesday I had a day off. Today I have a day off. And then I work until we leave for Vegas. So I have a lot to do with like cleaning my room, packing, and make sure the cat's all set up and ready to go. So I want us to hear your picks for the weekend. Just do it based on like stat wise and how they run at the track and whatnot, not your personal feelings about the driver. I don't want to hear negativity about Jimmie or anyone else in my comments. Whenever I do get comments, like don't put any negativity down there about drivers. Just make your picks based on how well they run at Daytona and their finishes and whatnot. And so all 3 series. Who you got for tonight, tomorrow afternoon, and Sunday for the big race? I want to know your picks tonight. I'm hoping Todd can Todd or Harrison will win tonight, hopefully. People will think it's weird that I root for KBM trucks, but I don't care for Kyle Busch, but I root for the drivers he has on his team. I don't root for KBM in general, just the drivers. Xfinity, Chaser, Noah would be great. Any of the JRM cars I want to win tomorrow. And for the 500, who knows? It's always a crapshoot at the end, so it could be anybody. Like last year, I did not see Austin Dillon winning it. So, and the year before, I didn't see Kurt winning it. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna watch qualifying. For the trucks, enjoy that. Drink some Mountain Dew because I'm gonna hold off on the beer for Vegas and not put so many calories in my body until then. So, yeah. Enjoy the races this weekend, guys, and I'll be back to do another video soon.